The Maine Black Bears are next up on our women's basketball previews after being selected 6th in the preseason coaches poll. Maine brings back 11 letter winners and 4 starters off a team that was one of the youngest rosters in the country in 2012-13. Leading the group is 2012-13 America East Co-Rookie of the Year Liz Wood, who averaged 10.3 points per game for the Black Bears last season. Head coach Richard Barron talked with Eric Frede about the upcoming season.
Back here at America East Tip-Off with Richard Barron, the head coach of the Maine women's basketball program, as you get ready for a new season. And I know that this was a team last year, when you look at the roster, there were so many young players. And you've got young players on this roster again because you're still in this transition period of building the program that you want to have up in Orono. So how's that progress been going and that process been going for you?
Well, I think it's going well. It's never as fast as you want, but last year we were the youngest team in the country, had the youngest roster in the country, and I think probably by the end of the season we might have also had the most injured team in the country, which isn't a great combination. But this year we're healthy and we're still young. You know, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. 10 of our players are underclassmen, but we've got some experience now in that group, and we're looking forward to building on it. I think even just for them knowing kind of where we left off. Our spring was great. The kids worked really hard, and so I feel like we've made progress since the end of the season.
We all know that your season last year did not end how anybody could have ever wanted, predicted, ever known. So how have they responded to that? And you just touched on the spring. It sounds like this is a hungry and committed group just trying to get back on their terms. Yeah,
I mean, everything from obviously the bus wreck to the injuries. It was a emotional ending to our season. But what we were left with was just mental scars. The physical ones are pretty much gone. Everybody's healthy, and I think it did bring this group closer together. And they're very committed. They're working really, really hard, and not just in the weight room, but on the court, and also in kind of in their own preparation. I think they all have an idea now of what to expect. When you have 9 freshmen, on your roster, nobody has any experience, and nobody. Just in terms of the kind of conditioning that they came in this season with, completely different than what we saw a year ago, and now for our 3 incoming players, our 3 freshmen. They have a group of players that they can look up to who've gone through it now, and instead of the majority of the team being new, now the majority of the team are returners.
Well, that's tough. Through your experience that it's so important to have upperclassmen who can teach the younger classes how to do everything, not just in the 40-minute game, but everything off the court. So you've watched this freshman group that's now sophomores kind of grow up here. Is it a group that's a little bit older than their class would indicate after all they've been through and after you had to play them so much?
Yeah, and especially certain players. I think Liz Wood obviously is was Rookie of the Year last year in the league. She's a great leader on our team. She's an overachiever. She's just a really, really hard worker. She's not the most athletic kid in the league, but she works so hard on her skill sets and is a great example to the other players. We still see, in our top 2 classes some leadership. Courtney Anderson's done a great job, who's started out as a walk-on for us and is now a scholarship player. Ashley Roberts, I think, will have a very good senior year, and she's found, I think, a new identity now, both as a leader but also as a part of this younger group. I think they've all bought in to a different way of doing things. So I think she's now kind of establishing herself in that group too.
Best of luck. I hope you have a healthy year.
Thank you.
And you do things on your terms
Thank
this
you.
year up in
We're looking forward to it.
Richard Barron, head coach at the University of Maine.